Hey there, everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am your host, and today we are going on a massive global detective journey together. You see, we've got a pretty huge mystery to solve, and honestly, I'm gonna need your help. The mystery is this: who or what exactly turned up the heat on our planet? Earth's thermostat is definitely rising, and we're gonna track down exactly why. So, let's dive right in.
Okay, what if I told you that burping cows and giant explosive volcanoes are literally fighting over Earth's thermostat right now? Sounds totally wild, right? But it's actually 100% true. By the end of our investigation today, you're going to know exactly how these completely unexpected characters are changing the temperature of our entire world.
But hey, before we uncover our very first clue, let's give a quick shout out to the fantastic mind behind today's educational journey. This explainer is produced by Waqas Ahmed Shah. He's an educator and an AI agents and automation builder for educators, traders, and startups, based in Karachi, Pakistan. All right, detectives, grab your magnifying glasses. Let's officially begin the investigation.
So, our very first suspect is floating right above our heads. Suspect number one, the sun, our giant space heater. Obviously, most of the heat that makes Earth such a cozy place to live comes directly from the sun. But how does our planet actually hold on to that heat? Well, imagine Earth is wrapped up in a big, cozy blanket made entirely out of air. This invisible blanket is our atmosphere. The sun's bright rays pass right through this blanket and warm up the ground. Then, the warm Earth tries to give that heat energy back, sort of radiating it out toward space. But our atmosphere acts like a gigantic greenhouse. It traps just enough of that outgoing heat and reflects it right back down, keeping the planet perfectly warm. This is called the natural greenhouse effect, and let me tell you, it is absolutely a good thing.
To put that into perspective, let me share a pretty wild fun fact with you. Without any of those greenhouse gases acting like a blanket, the Earth's average temperature would literally plunge to negative 18 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that is way too cold for the huge variety of plants, animals, and, well, humans that live here. So we absolutely need this natural greenhouse effect just to survive.
But what happens if we add too many layers? That brings us to suspect number two, the extra blankets. Think about it. If one cozy blanket is great, 10 blankets in the middle of summer will make you way too hot. Well, for Earth, these extra blankets are made of three main heat-trapping gases: carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Now, they've always been a natural part of Earth's atmosphere, but lately, their amounts have shot up drastically. Basically, our blanket is getting thicker and thicker. Which leads us to a pretty tough truth. Who's adding all these extra blankets? Suspect number three, us, humans and fossil fuels. Unfortunately, we are the primary reason these gases are going up. Every single time we drive cars that run on gas, we add a layer. When giant factories burn fossil fuels, things like oil, gas, and coal to make all the stuff we buy, we add another layer. This causes tons of excess heat and pollution to rise up into the atmosphere. And surprisingly, even raising millions of cows for meat adds a massive extra layer to our planetary blanket. Wait, cows? Yep, let's look at this incredibly funny but very true scientific fact. Cows actually produce methane, which is one of those super strong greenhouse gases we just talked about, every single time they burp. Because humans raise so many cows for food all around the world, all those little burps really add up to a whole lot of trapped heat in our atmosphere. It's kind of a silly mental picture, I know, but it really does have a serious impact on our planet's thermostat. But hey, humans aren't the only ones changing the temperature. Let me introduce suspect number four, volcanoes, nature's wild card. Volcanoes are a completely natural way that Earth can change its own thermostat, and they actually have an awesome double power. When a giant volcano erupts, it sends these massive towering clouds of ash and particles high up into the sky. This ash literally acts like a giant umbrella, blocking some of the sun's rays, which can temporarily cool the whole planet down. But wait, there is a catch. At the exact same time, those volcanic eruptions are pumping out massive amounts of extra gases, like carbon dioxide. And just like the greenhouse gases we humans make, this carbon dioxide is harmful and traps heat later on. So a volcano can cool the Earth down with ash, but also warm it right back up with invisible gases. Crazy, right? Well, we've solved the mystery, detectives. We've figured out that the warmth comes from our giant space heater, the sun. We know our atmosphere acts like a cozy blanket keeping us safe. We know that humans are adding too many extra layers with fossil fuels and that nature's wildcards, volcanoes, can both cool and heat our world. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a really important question to discuss in your classroom today. If Earth is getting too hot, what are some simple things we can do every single day to help cool it down? Think about how we get around, what we buy and use, and how we can all pitch in to protect our big, cozy blanket. Thanks so much for joining me on this amazing explainer. You all make absolutely fantastic global detectives. If you loved solving this mystery and want to learn more about the incredible cultures, places, and ideas all around our beautiful world, keep exploring. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for way more exciting global adventures. Stay curious, keep asking questions, and I'll see you on the next journey.